President, can you provide an update on the status of the Iran conflict?
The enemy has been thoroughly defeated and completely obliterated. We've totally won, and now we just need to win a little bit more.
Well...
We have tasted the sweet nectar of victory, but there's still a few drops of victory juice at the bottom of the bowl, and we're gonna slurp them up.
And can you provide any kind of a timeline?
We are very, 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 very close to wrapping things up. Maybe too close, but probably just the right amount of close. Believe me, I'll know when we're done. I'll feel it in my bones because my bones are very, very good at feeling things. But bottom line, we've almost completed our perfect little excursion. It's not really a war even, more like an expedition. Excursion, expedition. I think those are Ford SUVs.
Can you please comment on the name Operation Epic Fury and some of the associated backlash?
I have to tell you, frankly, I didn't love the name at first. I thought it sounded like a bad action movie starring Ian Ziering, available only on Tubi. But when hegseth heard it, he immediately pitched a tent, so we knew we had a winner. There were many other great names, mostly mine, but my advisors said they were a bit much. Would you like to hear those names now?
Yes, please, Mr. President.
Okay, here we go. Operation Freedom and Brimstone. Operation Enduring Agony. Operation Desert Shitstorm. Desert Fuckstorm. Desert Ratfuck. Desert Buggery. Sodomy in the Sand. Operation Reach Out and Fuck Someone. Operation Orange Madness. Operation Epstein Who. Operation End of Days. And Operation We're Not Even Pretending It's Not About the Oil Anymore.
All right. Well, can you give any specifics about the ongoing negotiations?
I can tell you that we've delivered the ultimate ultimatum. The scariest and most perfect threat that anyone's ever been threatened with. I told them their faces would melt, their hearts would explode, their pets would be taken from them, our life on the planet would come to an end, and that the universe itself would cease to be. Believe me, they got the message.
But, Mr. President, didn't
We're going to hit the power plants, the bridges, all the McDonald's locations, and all of their Diet Coke factories. So they're going to be living in pure hell. If they don't shape up, it's going to be a hot war summer. But everything's going to work out because we're having a lot of perfect calls. These calls are so great, nobody wants to get off the phone. That's why we're still negotiating. It's also why I decided to write my new book, Donald J. Trump's 7 Steps to Perfect Calls, Great Talks, and Very Amazing Meetings. I can't give everything away, but I can give you a little teaser. Step 1, move in quickly for an awkward yanking handshake. Step 2, threaten their loved ones with total distraction. And step 3, talk about how you want to date your own daughter because that's always a great icebreaker.
Thank you for that, sir, I guess. And can you speak to the on-again, off-again fighting, Mr. President? One day, we're declaring a ceasefire. The next day, we're launching more strikes, seemingly violating that ceasefire.
That's a very low IQ question. While it may seem like we're behaving in a completely irrational way with no plan whatsoever, I assure you that in and of itself is the plan. We're making strategic moves that are so advanced you couldn't possibly understand. It's genius level stuff, and the ceasefire is still in effect. That's a guarantee. There is zero possibility that I will ever disregard that guarantee.
Okay, and is there a plan B in case negotiations fail?
Of course there is. We always have a plan B. Plan B is very easy to remember because B stands for bomb the hell out of them. So I guess plan B is actually our plan A. And thanks to hegseth, we got rid of the rules of engagement, so we are now able to maximize kinetic action. Another cool way to say that is that we are optimizing for effective lethality. Pentagon Pete told me to use those words. Between you and me, I think he goes half-mast whenever I do.
And is the administration concerned about potentially depleting our munitions reserves?
Look, every few years, you gotta shoot off some of the rockets and drop some bombs, because all that firepower builds up and it's not healthy to hold it in. You're gonna end up with military blue balls. Every once in a while, you gotta let the ponies out of the stable. And this is a great opportunity to use all those beautiful weapon systems. Our missiles are sleek, they're deadly, and they're very big. And everybody's talking about these great explosions. Giant plumes of orange flame, little chunks of dirt flying through the air. Some people call it debris. Every night, Hegseth comes over with a bucket of popcorn, and we watch the day's explosions on a big projector screen.
Well,
I've even asked our scientists to start working on the one big, beautiful bomb. I'll probably never use it, but maybe I will. Maybe on Greenland. I'll just go with my gut.
Well, on that topic, sir, there have been rumors about potential future engagements with other adversaries. Can you speak to that?
I'm probably not supposed to say this, but I can tell you that Cuba has terrorized the American people for far too long. So we're going to go in there and we're going to get all the cigars. Also, France, frankly, not very nice people. So we're going to move in very aggressively and extract all the bread, all those beautiful baguettes. And what do you need with a nice baguette? You need cheese. So that's why we are taking decisive action against the moon. NASA will become the Moon Force, and we will build Moon Force bases to secure and extract the queso. Also, we've been having very good talks with the moon people, and they're going to let us put a few detention centers up there.
All right. Well, getting back to Iran, what can you say to the average American about the soaring price of gasoline?
I'd say sit back and relax, because we're taking steps to move beyond gasoline. That's right, you heard me correctly. We're getting rid of the antiquated technology. We are about to enter a new era of energy when our cars will be powered by beautiful, clean coal. It's very black, very shiny, and it will be shoveled into a furnace which will turn water into steam. And this new invention of steam-powered locomotion will move us into the future.
Okay. And what would you tell the American people about the cost of groceries and health insurance?
I'd tell them it's a non-issue. Inflation has already been solved. They just need to take all their savings and convert it into the most stable and secure investment known to man, the Trump token. You can also buy a few Melania coins if you want, but frankly, I wouldn't recommend it.
Mr. President, you have repeatedly stated that the main reason for the war in Iran is to prevent them from obtaining a nuclear weapon. Can you expand on that?
Iran is the type of country that would attack another country without warning. The type of country that sends armed men wearing masks into their own cities to harass and kill their own civilians. It's the type of country where the military holds prayer sessions to wish for the death of their enemies. Their leadership is totally unpredictable, totally insane. Do we really want people like that in control of the nukes? Thankfully, Americans can rest easy knowing that our own nuclear arsenal is under the control of the current administration.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. President. I think we'll end here.